So you're telling me you got this watch for $26K. You could have put an extra $2,800 on it
and flipped it to $130,000.
That's a crazy ROI.
And I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's a crazy ROI.
So this brand, I know why. They're a very in-house brand. They make only limited production. Rolex is a mass-produced. It's a non-profit company, so they make millions of watches. So when their watches are worth 4 times the price, it doesn't make sense to me. But when AP does it, AP's a little different. They're very restricted. Like right now, you can't just buy a watch from them. You have to apply to them, say who you are, what you do for a living. Yeah. And if they find out you resold that watch, you're off the list. It's a disaster. So they control their brand very heavily, which I love it, right? You want to do that with a ultra luxury brand.
Yes. I don't get it. Because like if you want to make money, why not? But like I think scarcity is the most important thing with watches.
Right? Birkins, Ferraris, they're all doing the exact same 100%.
Thing. Yeah, so I think it's a lot about like the exclusivity, and it's a part of me. It's just when I think about it, like for example, this is my first Rolex that I got. It's a Datejust,
beautiful,
and I got it. I've been on the list for this watch for like 3 years. Every time I go into a Rolex store, whether it be Yorkville or Yorkdale. Or any of the stores, they have no inventory. Right. I go in there and I don't know if they just have them in the back and they don't want they don't want to give it to me,
right?
Or if they actually have no inventory so that they're so scarce, which makes it go up. So is that the truth? Like when I go in there, am I just not important enough?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I not that guy?
So it's called tethering, and Birkin started that. So if you do, I don't know if Hermes, Birkin, if you guys follow that brand, so it's 1-to-1. So you got to spend $1 on dishes, jewelry, scarves, like dumb stuff, and then for that value they give you a bag. So same as Rolex. If you walked into any of those Rolexes, so you gotta, as a businessman, you gotta look at it. They're paying rent, they got security, they got staff, and there's nothing. But I know them personally, and I know they got every single watch they got allocated to.
Yeah.
But they say, you know what, you want that watch, no problem. Why don't you buy a tennis bracelet for your wife for $25,000? That same tennis bracelet I can sell you for $7,000. But you say, okay, because they have a feeling you might sell this watch or whatever the deal is, they get to move all their dead stock. Like a lot of these dealers, Tudors, Hublots, they ended up selling tons of it because they would make you buy 2 Omegas before they give you that Rolex. So they loved it. It was great for them. It's actually against the law, but nobody challenged them. So, but they have watches in the back.
That's 100%. Crazy. I heard with Richard Mille, you have to buy like 3 or 4 female watches before they'll even let you get a real one.
Yeah, it's probably 1 or 2. But again, they're $300,000 watches. Again, they're great branding. I'll tell you, in 2014, they couldn't give it away. I actually had my friend that passed now. He was the dealer, and he was begging me to buy the dealership from him.
Because he was supposed to come to Yorkville, right?
No, he did. He came and he passed away. Yeah, he built a $15 million. Actually, when we do the podcast, the white couches and the Richard Mille thing, that's actually, I got to empty for the family, I emptied the store.
Got you.
And I like keeping little souvenirs from other watch dealers. But cool. He came, and those watches were $60,000. I remember I sold one for $40,000 and I took it back at $38,000 and we couldn't give them away. It was crazy.
So the tag that they're at now.
Yeah. They came down as well.
Okay. And that's obviously the inflated resale price, obviously, right?
Just double. It's not that inflated.
Okay.
We had a client just bought one for $400 US. He actually had to buy a ladies. Then he ended up buying another one. We sold almost one last week for about $475. Again, it's red. It's almost forged carbon. I forgot the material's name, but to me, it's not worth it. I sell them and I tell the client, this is crazy to me, and if you want to sell it back to us, you're going to have to wait a little bit to sell it. It's more like a status symbol. It's
I was going to say.
Some timepieces tell where you are in time, right? So I'm doing so
That's
good.
A bar right there.
There's a froth on my coffee where I could spend $500,000 and walk around with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think there's brand like that brand been around 200 years, right? So I'd rather have an AP than a Richard Mille. AP actually owns 25% of Richard Mille.
Yeah, they make all the movement for Richard Mille as well.
No, so the tourbillons from AP, it's a different company. I forgot it's 2 people. It's their name. They make the movements for RM.
Okay. Got you.
Right. So what actually determines the value in these watches? Like, because with real estate, you see like when you have bidding wars and it's like 10 people are bidding on the same house, which causes the price to go up. Is that the same thing with watches?
You would think with horology and stuff, no.